From winged dragons and unicorns to Bigfoot and the chupacabra, we humans have imagined a vast menagerie of animals that don't actually exist. We tend to be so engrossed in fantasy monsters that we don't pay much attention to many of the 7.7 million different animal species that scientists estimate really live on our planet. Some are cute and cuddly, while others are so bizarre that they look like they belong to some multi-dimensional alien world. With that in mind, let's look at the 15 most weird creatures that actually exist in our world, not in our imaginations. Number 15. Okapi. If a zebra, a donkey, and a giraffe had a secret meeting in the rainforest, the result would likely be the Okapi. Native to the dense tropical forests of the northeastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, this unique animal measures about 8 feet in length and stands 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Its brown body and black and white striped legs provide ideal camouflage, blending seamlessly into the dappled light of its lush forest habitat. The Okapi has a distinctive gait, stepping with both front and back legs on the same side, just like a giraffe. It also sports a long black tongue, which it uses to strip leaves, buds, and branches from trees. Unfortunately, with fewer than 20,000 individuals left in the wild, habitat loss and poaching threaten its existence. The Okapi is a marvel of evolution, a living relic of the rainforest that deserves every effort to secure its survival. Number 14. Ataana Icelti. You've probably never heard of Ataana Icelti, but its nickname, the penis snake, might ring a bell. Despite the unfortunate moniker, this creature is not a snake at all, but a caecilian, a limbless amphibian that lives in stream beds and soil in South America. Ataana is the largest lungless tetrapod ever discovered, breathing entirely through its skin. It's an evolutionary marvel, adapted to its oxygen-rich aquatic environment. Unlike some other caecilians, it doesn't practice skin feeding, where offspring consume a nutrient-rich layer of their mother's skin, a behavior both fascinating and a little unsettling. Instead, Ataana feeds on insects and earthworms, using its powerful jaws to navigate its subterranean world. Rarely seen and even more rarely studied, this amphibian is a true mystery of the Amazon, proving that nature often has the strangest surprises in store. Number 13. Pink Fairy Armadillo. If Barbie had a favorite animal, it would undoubtedly be the pink fairy armadillo. With its vibrant pink shell and silky white fur, this tiny creature looks like it was designed by a whimsical artist who couldn't resist a splash of color. The pink hue of its shell isn't just for show. It's actually caused by blood vessels beneath the surface, which help regulate its body temperature. Found exclusively in the grasslands and sand plains of Argentina, this pint-sized armadillo, measuring under 11 centimeters, is the smallest in its family. Its unique shell isn't as tough as other armadillos, but it's perfectly adapted for burrowing through soft soil. The armadillo's fur, soft as a cloud, only adds to its magical, almost otherworldly appearance. Despite its enchanting looks, the pink fairy armadillo faces challenges. Habitat loss from agriculture is pushing these beautiful creatures closer to extinction, and we humans do extension stuff quite well. Love you, Dodo. Number 12. Blobfish. Let's be honest, no list of weird creatures is complete without the cute blobfish. This deep-sea beauty has earned its reputation as the world's ugliest fish, but don't be too quick to judge. The blobfish doesn't really look like that. It's just a victim of bad press, and even worse, physics. Living at crushing depths of 100-200 meters, where the water pressure is over 100 times what we feel on the surface, the blobfish's gelatinous body is perfectly adapted to its environment. Down there, it looks like a normal fish, if a bit on the plain side. But when hauled to the surface, the sudden drop in pressure causes its soft body to swell and its features to collapse into that famously droopy blob. Far from being just a meme-worthy mascot, the blobfish is a marvel of evolution, thriving where most creatures couldn't survive. It's weird, wonderful, and a reminder that beauty truly lies in the eye of the beholder, especially 100-200 meters underwater. Number 11. Chinese water deer. Meet the Chinese water deer, the vampire of the animal world. But don't worry, this tusked wonder isn't after your blood. Native to the Yangtze floodplain and parts of Korea, these deer swapped antlers for long, fang-like canines, giving them a ghoulish yet oddly charming look. So, why the fangs? Male water deer use them to settle disputes over territory or mates, not to terrify humans. Their diet is as gentle as their temperament: grasses, weeds, and herbs. These solitary creatures prefer wetlands, where they tiptoe through the reeds like tiny swamp vampires. Despite their nickname, the Chinese water deer is more musk deer than Dracula. With their shy demeanor and quirky appearance, they're the underdog of the deer world, a misunderstood gem. Next time you hear vampire, remember, not all fangs are meant for fear. Some are just a quirky fashion choice in the animal kingdom. Nature is full of hidden treasures. Number 10. Streaked Tenrec. The streaked tenrec is what happens when nature gets creative. Covered in black and yellow stripes, this spiky little critter from Madagascar is not your average mammal. Imagine a hedgehog on a safari vacation, cute, quirky, and armed with quills that it can fire at predators. Yes, you heard that right. It's like the James Bond of the animal world. But don't be fooled by its fierce defense mechanisms. This tenrec is actually a bug-loving scavenger, spending its nights rummaging through the rainforest floor for worms and insects. Its nightlife isn't silent either. It produces sounds by rubbing its quills together, a behavior known as stridulation, more commonly found in insects like crickets. Despite its spiky look, the streaked tenrec is more of a soft-hearted oddball. Its unique look and strange behaviors make it one of Madagascar's most memorable residents. In a world of ordinary hedgehogs, the streaked tenrec is an unapologetic original. Number 9. Lowland streaked. Looking more like a scruffy bumblebee than a mammal, the lowland streaked tenrec is one of the quirkiest creatures in Madagascar's diverse animal kingdom. Belonging to the tenrec family, this fascinating species shares little resemblance with its relatives, which range from hedgehog-like critters to shrew-like and even rodent-like forms. This odd variety makes tenrecs a prime example of divergent evolution, where species within the same group develop distinct traits to adapt to their unique environments. However, tenrecs also exhibit convergent evolution, mimicking unrelated animals due to similar environmental pressures. For example, the streaked tenrec has evolved sharp spines as a defense mechanism, much like hedgehogs. When threatened, it uses these spines to deter predators, combining utility with its unique striped appearance. Native to Madagascar, streaked tenrecs are insectivorous and nocturnal, foraging for worms and insects on the forest floor. Their unusual looks and behaviors make them a shining example of nature's creativity. Number 8. Naked mole rat. The naked mole rat is a bizarre marvel of the animal kingdom. This wrinkly pink rodent is nearly hairless, incredibly long-lived, and has a social structure that would make bees and ants proud. Found in subterranean burrows of East Africa, naked mole rats are the only known eusocial mammals. They live in colonies with a single breeding queen, a few reproductive males, and the rest of the group serving as workers or soldiers. What's even weirder? These rodents are practically impervious to cancer and can survive without oxygen for extended periods. Their low metabolism and ability to switch to a fructose-based energy system allow them to thrive in their harsh, oxygen-deprived tunnels. While their looks might not win any beauty contests, their unique lifestyle and extraordinary biological traits make them fascinating subjects for scientific research. Naked mole rats prove that sometimes being weird is the key to survival and a lot of scientific intrigue. Number 7. Saiga Antelope. If there were a prize for the strangest-looking antelope, the Saiga antelope would win hands down. With its bulbous, drooping nose, this quirky creature looks more like something out of science fiction than reality. Found in the semi-desert grasslands of Central Asia, saigas have adapted their unusual noses to survive harsh environments. Their flexible noses serve two key purposes: warming frigid winter air before it enters their lungs and filtering out dust kicked up during massive migrations. This unique adaptation allows them to thrive in regions with extreme seasonal variations. Unfortunately, saigas face significant challenges, including habitat loss, hunting, and disease outbreaks. Conservation efforts are underway to protect this incredible species and ensure its survival in the wild. The Saiga antelope reminds us that evolution's strangest designs often have the most ingenious purposes. Number 6. Tiputini velvet worm. Meet the Tiputini velvet worm, a soft-bodied predator that looks like a cuddly millipede but hides a deadly secret. Found in the Amazonian lowlands of Ecuador, this newly described species is adorned in shades of yellow, orange, and brown, blending perfectly into its humid forest habitat. Despite its gentle appearance, the velvet worm is a skilled hunter. Using specialized glands near its mouth, it shoots sticky mucus to immobilize unsuspecting invertebrate prey before devouring them. This unique hunting technique makes it both cute and lethal, a true contradiction in the animal world. Velvet worms are nocturnal and lack the hard exoskeletons of their arthropod relatives, such as insects and spiders. Instead, they rely on their soft bodies and multitude of legs to navigate forest floors. The Tiputini velvet worm is a reminder of the Amazon's incredible biodiversity and its endless supply of fascinating otherworldly creatures. Number 5. StarNoosed Mole. The star-nosed mole might look like something from an alien movie, but this little critter is very much a resident of Earth. Found in the wet lowlands of North America, its bizarre star-shaped nose is equipped with over 25,000 sensory receptors, making it the ultimate tool for feeling, hunting, and navigating its damp environment. These moles are pint-sized overachievers. Not only are they the fastest eaters in the animal kingdom, gulping prey in under 0.25 seconds, but they're also the only mammals that can smell underwater. How? Well, it's simple. By blowing bubbles and re-inhaling them to sniff out tasty snacks like worms and insects. At first glance, you might think, what on earth is that? But the star-nosed mole is an ecological MVP, helping aerate soil and control insect populations. So, while it may not win a beauty contest, this bizarre little digger has more talent in its nose than most animals have in their entire bodies. Now let's move to number 4. Platypus. The platypus, or just Ornithorhynchus anatinus, looks like a practical joke from nature, a furry web-footed mammal with a duck-like bill that lays eggs. When British naturalists first examined a specimen in 1799, they believed it was a hoax, a bizarre mishmash of different animals stitched together. Yet, the platypus is one of Earth's most fascinating creatures. Native to Australia, this 2-foot-long, 3.5-pound mammal uses its sensitive bill to forage in muddy stream bottoms for insects, larvae, and shellfish. With no teeth, the platypus scoops up gravel to grind its food before swallowing. Surprisingly, it's an excellent swimmer, propelling itself underwater with its webbed feet and steering with its beaver-like tail. Adding to its eccentricity, the platypus is one of only 2 egg-laying mammals. The echidna is the other. Despite its seemingly awkward design, the platypus thrives in its aquatic habitat, embodying nature's ability to turn the improbable into the extraordinary. Number 3. Devil bird. The devil bird, also known as the spot-bellied eagle owl or Bubo nipolensis, is shrouded in myth and mystery. In Sri Lankan folklore, its high-pitched, human-like scream is said to foretell tragedy, earning it a chilling reputation. But behind the eerie legend lies a fascinating predator of the forest. This large owl, found in the dense forests of South Asia, grows up to 21 inches, or 53 centimeters, long, and is adorned with heart-shaped spots and prominent black and white ear tufts, giving it a hauntingly majestic appearance. The devil bird is a skilled hunter, preying on game birds, reptiles, and fish. While its call may send shivers down spines, there's no need to fear it. This nocturnal bird is more focused on survival than haunting humans. The spot-bellied eagle owl reminds us that nature's beauty often lies in its mystery, blending folklore and wildlife into an unforgettable creature. Number 2. Tasmanian Devil. Forget the cartoon whirlwind. Real Tasmanian devils, or in scientific language, Sarcophagus harrisii, are less chaotic but just as fascinating. These stocky marsupials, native to Tasmania, can grow up to 2.5 feet long and weigh as much as 26 pounds. Their black fur, white markings, and powerful jaws make them unmistakable. Tasmanian devils are scavengers, feasting on the carcasses of wombats, wallabies, and rabbits. Their impressive bite can crush bones, allowing them to devour nearly every part of their prey. When feeding, they're notoriously loud, growling and shrieking in competition for food. Despite their fearsome reputation, Tasmanian devils are shy and slow-moving. Tragically, they face a serious threat from a contagious facial cancer that has decimated their population by 60% in recent decades. Conservation efforts are now underway to protect these iconic marsupials, ensuring they remain a vital part of Tasmania's unique ecosystem. Number 1. Sunda Kugo. If there are words to describe the Sunda Kugo, they would be nature's acrobat. Also called flying lemurs, though they aren't lemurs at all, these gentle gliders are more closely related to primates. Native to the jungles of Southeast Asia, they spend most of their lives clinging to tree trunks, blending perfectly with their surroundings thanks to their gray and brown fur, which provides excellent camouflage. What truly sets the Kugo apart is its patagium, a large flap of skin stretching between its limbs. This allows it to glide gracefully between trees, covering distances of up to 200 feet, all while avoiding predators and conserving energy. Females are especially impressive, gliding with their young clinging tightly to their bellies as they search for food. Despite their aerodynamic feats, Kulugos are peaceful creatures, feeding exclusively on leaves, fruit, and flowers. Their unique combination of shyness, skill, and adaptability makes them a remarkable marvel of the treetops. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.